In this video, I'll demonstrate how to configure attendance in Moodle or eLearning. In each course, you need to create one instance of the attendance module, and the attendance module is an add-on module to the standard Moodle installation or the eLearning installation. So to create the attendance module, we first need to turn editing on in the course. So we click here on the gear icon, then click on Turn Editing On, and then typically you'd put the attendance somewhere at the very top of the course here. We click on Add an Activity or a Resource, and then we choose the option for attendance. Then click on Add, and you can leave the name the way it is. And for the description, you can put a description if you'd prefer. Now, under the grade area, this is where you would specify whether you're going to penalize the students who are missing attendance or not penalizing them. So in this case, I'm going to leave it using points. So it's going to use points and then 100 points. Then here under the grade category, you could also choose what category you want to apply the attendance to, provided you have configured the grade book. Then scroll down and then simply click on Save and Return to the course. So far we just have configured an item here in the system called attendance. However, we have not defined yet as to what weeks and when the class meets and when to take attendance in this class. So to do that, we need to click here under Add Session, and then we specify the date when the class starts and date as well. So let's say the class starts on September 1st. Now here you can choose either the drop down here, these for each area. So September 1st, 2019, or you could have chosen this calendar option here as well. And then let's say the class starts at 9 a.m. Notice that these times here, they would be in the military time. And then let's say that the class ends at 10 a.m. in this case. And then here under description, this is where we want to put something to simply identify each instance for this class. And then under the next option here, it says create calendar event for this session. Basically, that's going to add it to the student calendar in eLearning or Moodle here. Now, if we simply leave it with these options and then come down here and press Add, the system is going to create only one instance for September 1, 2019. However, you can also choose here multiple sessions, and you can choose to repeat the configuration that we defined here above. We can repeat it to a particular set criteria. So basically, we put a check mark in here under Repeat this session, and we say that the class, for example, starts on every Monday, or this class takes place every Monday, every Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 10 o'clock. And then you could state that you want to repeat this every week. That's provided, of course, your class typically meets weekly. And so basically you'd leave that there as number 1 every 1 week. And then we'd repeat this, let's say, until December 12th, 2019. And then further down here, you can choose to allow the students to record their own attendance as well if you'd prefer. If you need help with this, you could simply click on that option and learn more about that function. Then click on Add, and now notice that the sessions have been created for each time for that sequence of parameters that we defined earlier. So this would be from September 2nd, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all the way till December 12th. Now, if for some reason, let's say it's Thanksgiving, or it's a time that you are not meeting with your students and such, in that case, you can simply go to that particular week and simply delete that particular instance. So let's say I want to delete this one for 11/12 25, let's assume that's Thanksgiving here in that specific date, or Thanksgiving break. We can click here, find the specific date, and then simply choose to delete the session. Now, if for some reason you entered the wrong dates and all that type of stuff, it's probably easiest and best to simply go to the main course page, delete the activity completely, and then recreate the steps that I simply did so far. Now, under the attendance here, notice also that you have these additional controls here, so you can see all past attendance records, you can view it by month, by week, or by specific days as well. If you cannot locate something, just make sure you choose the all option here. Now, one other thing here under the status set, this is where you can specify how you want to mark the students in the class. How do you mark them and what points you want to assign to them? So for example, for them to show up for class, they could get, if you can mark them as P for present, or that would be the definition for it basically, and L for late, and that would be 1 point, and then E would be for excused, and A would be for absent. You can change those to be a different type of acronym and a different description and different points as well. This comes in handy if you're grading this activity, if you're keeping track of the attendance and then impacting the student's grade. That's how you configure attendance in eLearning or in Moodle. Next, we're going to learn how to take attendance in a class in Moodle.